They covered a lot of ground in that press conference, including updating where we stand with the number of cases in Virginia. A total now of 77, 14 of those cases in central Virginia, an increase of 5 over yesterday. The state health commissioner adding that right now they have 3 clusters of COVID-19, which is a case where they can trace at least 2 or more cases back to a single exposure, or common exposure rather. One of those clusters is in James City County. The 2 others are here in Richmond. I know Gabrielle Harmon will be covering more of the local cases. Now, right now, they say they have the testing capability of up to 360 people at state labs, but they put in requests and expect that to grow in the next day or so. They also gave us an update to how the capacity stands in Virginia for dealing with people who come down with the serious symptoms of coronavirus and need hospitalization and use of ventilators. They say there are 2,000 ICU beds across the state that have ventilators to help with that. They have access to another 400 to send to hospitals if need be, and access to national stockpiles if they need more than that. What we don't know is how many of those beds are currently in use for coronavirus or other issues. Now, another thing that they did touch on is the issue of daycare. Daycares have not been ordered to close, but some have chosen to do so. The state says there are 7,800 across Virginia, 1,200 have closed, but they say they need some of those to remain open, and this is the director of social services explaining why.
What we're asking is that we need some of our child care facilities to stay open to provide child care for those essential personnel, and we're asking Virginians who are able to stay home with their children to do so.
Asking those who can keep their kids home to do so that those essential personnel can send their kids to daycare. They say they'll be issuing guidelines to daycares staying open to do so safely and following that 10-person cap on gatherings. They say it's going to be on a per room basis. Other things we learned today is that Governor Northam says he hasn't made a decision about extending the order for K-12 schools to remain closed. Right now, that is just at 2 weeks. We've also heard that they have applied with the Small Business Administration to get loans for small businesses in the state up to $2 million to help them stay afloat during the pandemic. And finally, something Governor Northam will be doing later today, the American Red Cross saying that many blood drives have been canceled and there is a shortage of blood, and they're asking anyone who can to go donate blood. If there isn't a drive, go to their website, sign up to make an appointment.